done yet. Let's go. Watch this. Come on. She got me captured, man, I trapped. This juicy mango got me like that. Why I can't leave, I can't explain. I'm stuck in the center of this washing machine. And she said, you may go, but this gonna bring you back. You may go, I got that must come back. Does hold you tight, Lord, that thing does bite. What? It's a fact, I got that must come back. Open up! Oh! Mr. DJ, let's go! Y'all know it. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. F for them ladies. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Look here. We are. No. You want to touch this mic? No. It don't go like that. Not tonight. Listen here. Check it out. Let's go. Watch it. You're looking mighty sexy. The way you shake that boogie, y'all. You're screaming like a banshee. I can hear you from way across town. You're making me go crazy. The way you shake that boogie, y'all. You're going and call me lazy, oh. But the pain and causing doom. What do you say? What? You're whining, sing it. Sing it. What? You whining, y'all. You whining. You whining. Mr. DJ, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. All the boatmen in the house. Come on. Watch it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Watch it. I'm a sing it. What? My free diving, throwing out like is how I survive. Watch it! From Poggy to Yellowtail, from Jackfish to Killer Whale, I jump in my dinghy boat and I head long down the coast. I need them fish to fight. My kids gotta. So I do what I gotta do to take some fish back for them to stew. I've been in this trade long and I was made strong by my father's hand. He said, get fish, boy, you make. What you say? What got a big line? Son, you be. Just keep. Where you go? Come on, sing it, sing it, sing it. I'm a. Sing it. What? Yes, man. Free. Come on. How I say. Oh, let's go, let's go. Come on. Hey. Listen now. Many weeks I out to sea. My wife gets missing. Yes, I miss them too, but this is what I gotta do. So I'm up in the morning sun. I spend me one big one, two red and then one gray. This gonna be a good day. Come for crawfish in the clear. Gotta get them on my trail. 3 mutton fish shine like gem. Got to go real deep for them. I pull up my fish trap. My boat on there. What do you say? Poor blessings on. Let's go, sing, sing, sing. I'm a sing it. Wow. Free diving, throw down lines, how I say. One more time, one more time, one more time. I'm a boat. Hey, come on. My work is on the water. Free diving, throw down lines, how I say. One more time. Let me hear y'all out there. Let me hear you. Let me hear you. I'm a what? Come on. My work is on the water. Free diving, throwing out light is how I survive. FNMs! Woo! FNM! We ain't stop partying yet, FNMs. Move those pom-poms. If you FNM are proud, I want you to wave something. If you're ready for May 12th, I want you to wave something. If you're ready to mark your X for Carlton Bowleg, I want you to wave something, FNMs. Hey, wave, let's go. I want everyone up.
Boy, y'all look good tonight. We jumping. We jumping. One, two, three, jump. Hey! We celebrating tonight. Boy, y'all look good tonight.
Look at people.
You make me wanna. Hey, jump
around the place.
Hey.
I want to bend my waist.
Hey.
Jumping up and down.
Jump.
Even on the ground. Jumping in the back.
FNMs. We've partied. We've heard some former MPs. We've heard from candidates. And now it's time to hear from your man of business. Bimini, our next speaker is your candidate. A man grounded in service, community, and personal growth. He served as a customs officer on many islands, including right here in Bimini. He is a family man, raising 5 beautiful children. He is the former member of parliament for North Andros and the Berry Islands. And my friends, he is going to deliver Berry Island and Bimini for the free national movement. Bimini, please help me welcome your incoming member of parliament, Carlton Bowling. F&M program.
Give him fire burning in my soul. Give him fire burning in my soul.
F&M, we have no doubt that Carlton is going to deliver for us. In Paul Division 1, in Paul Division 2, in 3, in 4, and in 5.
Give him fire burning in my soul. 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 Fire burning in my soul. Give him fire burning in my soul. Give him fire burning in my soul. Give him fire burning in my soul. Fire burning in my soul. Give him fire burning in my soul. Give him fire burning in my soul. Give him fire burning in my soul. Fire burning in my soul. I feel something moving in my soul. Feel something moving. Almighty, feel something moving in my soul. Something moving in my soul. Give him fire burning.
Bimini, are you ready? Berry Island, are you ready, Berry Island? Oh, it ain't long now, it ain't long now, it ain't long now. Oh, y'all look good tonight. Oh, y'all look good tonight, Bimini. Berry Islands, you look good. Bimini. Bimini. It ain't long now. Berry Islands. It ain't long now. Can you feel it? I said, can you feel it? Ain't no money could buy this. Ain't no money could buy this seat. Tell them go. We tired. We tired. Bimini, let me introduce myself to you again. Again, let me introduce myself to you. Bahamas.
My name is Carlton Garcia Bowleg. If you want to say Cinco de Mayo, it is Garcia. So I'll tell you this much. I am the 5th child of Carlton and Mary Bowleg. On the side of me, you saw my siblings. I am the 5th. I am the leader. As I lead my family, I will lead Bimini and the Berry Islands. My wife, my kids, 2002, sorry. I came to Bimini as a customs officer. I promised that I would serve my country and do my best wherever I go. And if they could have found something on me what I did in customs, they would have bring that out long time. The record would reflect that every year I go to a station, the revenue was higher, higher, and higher. Let me tell you something, Bimini in the Berry Islands. You ain't got no man who's going to play no game. You got a man who's going to do what it takes to bring this island where it needs to be. So let me remind you of Beyond the Headlines. Beyond the Headlines had some people on it that were talking about the boarding fees. They were saying, leave that like how it is. Don't touch it. Those people coming in here and they're raping the waters and doing whatever it is. As a government, after working in customs for 20 years, like I say, let me tell you what you do. You go and you consult with customs and see exactly what it is that needs to be done. Instead of spending $74 million traveling and getting no results, buy the resources that they need to work here in this country. That's all you have to do. There's no problem with the people who are coming in here. Let me tell you something. This government doesn't realize that Bimini is a touristic area. You need those boats that are coming in here. Every marina around this time would have been full. Go and check those marina right now, Bimini. It is empty. Check the hotel to those marina. It is empty. And now you come in a couple days later and talking, but you changed the fees back. You going out. Get ready to go. We have a clinic here. Never has supplies to carry the needs of the people on this island. We know that we have had tragedies in this island. We have 1.1 million tourists Chester is bragging about saying coming to these shores. And yet this clinic is still full with nothing. But yet they want to boast and say progress. What progress? You all see the progress? You all see the progress? Let them hear it one more time. You all see the progress? We had a senior citizen a few days ago, went to that clinic. There was no medication for that woman. She went to Javon Medical to find that same prescription that she needed for her to stay stable. Her sickness was on her bad. $60 was for that medicine. There was no way that woman could have afforded that medicine because the old age pension that she got, she had to decide whether she was going to buy the medication, whether she's going to get the food that she needed to eat from the grocery store, or pay her highlight bill. That woman did not get the medicine. But under this F&M administration, those things are going to be VAT-free. mini hospital is gonna go there. Bimini is bringing in more than $60 million a year. Nothing is left here in this island. It is time for Biminites to see and realize that without you having the proper care for your children and your children's children, nothing is gonna happen. Vote these BLP out. We are looking for doctors all over the island. We experienced a little boy who died inside of a well. They were working on that little boy. When you go through those kind of things, you have 8 to 10 minutes. We're gonna fix this island. We're gonna make sure that it is done. Those clowns who you see spending all of that money, they should have spent that here. They should have made sure that we have the proper care that that little boy could have lived. Nothing was done. But you want to come around here and you want to drink and get these people drunk and think they're not going to know what they're going to do to the poll come May the 12th. You tell a lie. Get ready to pack your bags because you're going home. I went on a tour. I went to the school. I didn't go there just to look at the school. I went to hear what the teachers had to say. I wanted to hear what their concerns were. The thing is that when you have teachers who are going to those schools to make sure that those children are getting the best education there is that they can offer, when those teachers have to buy their own supplies to carry into those schools, and you around here spending all kind of money trying to get votes, you better get out of here. It is time for you to go. When I went there, I asked a certain teacher, what is it that is needed for this school? She didn't have to say much. We have no supplies. We are taking our own money and we are buying our own supplies to do what needs to be done. You don't want to even buy the supplies and you can't even pay the teachers their money and you want to stay inside this office. Get out! What encouraged me so much was the fact that there was a bright end to this story. She said to me, Mr. Boleg, we have a student by the name of Fantasia. She's a special ed student. Fantasia was a student that went into that school and couldn't hold a pencil. Today, Fantasia is holding a pencil and reading off a blackboard. That is what you call progress. We have a park here. When you want to talk about recreation for these children, where they don't have to have idle time to do idle things, where they can stay positive in doing things on this island. You have a park here. Look at the park. This park is named after a man I respected for years and years and years through the Customs Department. And even though he's dead, I still respect that man because he was an entrepreneur. He was a man that was an ambassador to this island and who used to fight in tourism. When you hear about Leonard Stuart, you heard a man that fought for Bimini. Now you have a park that they open here. Not one bathroom. Leonard would have never had that. His name was Leonard Brave Stuart, but I ain't calling the brave part on it because I call him Mr. Leonard Stuart. No toilet. No place here for bleachers. No proper lighting. Under this new F&M administration, you will have a new park that is going to be with a bathroom. It's going to be with a nice playground where these children are not on the gravel walk. And most of all, it's going to have free Wi-Fi, baby. And South Bimini, we ain't forget you, South Bimini. Let me tell you something. Every park We're going to find a place on South Bimini. We're going to make the same as on South Bimini what is on the north. I guarantee you it will happen. You have a custom finish. You have a custom building. A custom building that needs to be knocked down. That was there from since I was in customs 15 years ago. That dock needs to be repaired. The dock on South Bimini needs to be repaired. We have an airport that is being built on other people's property. But let me tell you something, people. That time ain't long now. Because come May 12th, people, we're going to be getting rid of that building on the dock, making sure that the dock is brand new where boats can come up to it, north and south. We're going to make sure that you, the people, have an airport that is not going to be charging you so much different fees here and fees here for people to come into our shores. We're going to make sure that you, the people who are working hard every day, can come home and relax and say that we don't have to worry because coming to Bimini is very cheap. You don't have to worry anymore. This administration is going to make sure it's straight for you. When you talk about affordable homes on government acquired lands on South Bimini, we're going to go through phases. We're going to make sure that those homes are built. Families are going to be there and making sure that everything is done that is in need for our people on the shore. When you hear May 12th come, Bimini and the Berry Islands, you're going to hear all those that come before me shouting. You're going to hear all those that died fighting. When you hear them singing the words, saying, free at last, free at last. Praise God Almighty, we're free at last. God bless you. God bless the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
He said, I'm hurt tonight, and I'm sick.
FNMs, that is your next member of parliament. Bimini coming to you is the man who is going to be the sixth prime minister of this country. He is the member of parliament for Marco City. He is a leader and he is a servant leader. He cares for all Bahamians. He's a man that governs for all Bahamians. He is a man who has stood up to the corruption, the greed, and the thief of this government. And he is going to deliver this country come May 12th. Come May 12th, Biminites, we are going to welcome Michael Clifton Pintard as the Prime Minister of this country. Biminites, get to your feet and help me welcome Michael Pintard.
I'm pressing on the upward way, new heights I'm gaining every day, still praying as I onward bound. Lord, plant my feet on higher ground. Lord, lift me up.
When I say FNM, you say victory. FNMs? FNMs? It's good to be here in Bimini once again. We're here tonight to support someone you know very well. For 20 years, Carlton Boleg
has been a presence not just in customs, but certainly here in Bimini. He loves Bimini, and from what I see here tonight, Bimini is loving him back. 6 days from now, you are going to give Carlton Bowleg the rarest opportunity in his life to once again return to the Parliament of the Bahamas to do your business. Carlton Bowleg, I've worked with him as a parliamentary secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources. He spent a tremendous amount of time assisting residents, not just in his constituency of North Andros and the Berry Island, but wherever persons reached out for assistance, Carlton was there. He's someone who have you at the center of his thinking and his heart. He is someone who will make you proud as a member of Parliament. And so it is an honor to come here with all of our brothers and sisters from New Providence, Frank Roll, who after all these years still loves this community, this country, and he loves the work that he knows Carlton Bowleg can do on your behalf. And so tonight, as you know, we have a rally in New Providence. I wanted to come despite the fact that we're having that rally, to stand in solidarity with a man who I know will make a difference for this community. The PLP came here during the by-election. They made a tremendous amount of promises, not just here, but in West Grand Bahama. The last count, the promises was somewhere in the vicinity of $1 billion. The question is, have you felt the impact of those promises? Do you see the results of those promises? Do you have a member of Parliament that delivered on those promises? That's why we need to send Carlton Bowleg to the Parliament on May 12th. I understand, you know, the Deputy Prime Minister, I really was hoping much better would have emerged from this young new generation leader. I've been disappointed because it turns out that he has a problem with over-promising and under-delivering. He came to this community, as he has done in each of the communities throughout this country, and he continues to tell people who are hurting that despite what they see and feel, the economy of the island is absolutely booming. The question is, do you agree with Chester Cooper? You see, in Grand Bahama, he lied that there was $120 million in the bank, and then he told us that the hotel was sold and that the economy was booming. So Grand Bahamians, when they look at him, all they just say to themselves, that fella and Philip, they can lie? So then he comes and he says, the economy here is absolutely booming as a result of all that they have done. What have they done? They've raised the boating fees. They've made it more difficult for persons who come in to bring resources to come into the Bahamas. What they have done is driven business south to Turks and Caicos, to St. Martin, to destinations that are now thanking us for horrible policies that we are putting in place. And yet, the Deputy Prime Minister is telling us that he is just so proud of the incredible work that they're doing. Said, look at the airport. Look at how well we have done. I want to ask him a question tonight. In your comments about the airport, did you bother to thank the families on whose land the airport is sitting? Did you acknowledge those families and call them by name? Do you know the history of those families? The ones who were born here, the ones who have labored, so that they can have generational wealth, like you are working on your family's behalf for generational wealth. Those that have passed, hoping for better for their children, while you are able to declare a $10 million plus increase in your net worth. Did you bother to mention their names? Did you bother to identify with their struggles? And the hundreds of Bahamians who struggle to get a caring government to acknowledge that their land has been misused, encroached upon. In some cases, governments have seized their land. It could have been for a capital development project like roads, but those families have not yet been compensated, and you could come and beat up your chest and pat yourself on the back instead of us doing what we are called to do as policymakers, which is to fight for the people. And so he's come here, and he said, yes, it's booming. But I want to ask a few questions. You see, because I believe that much of his bragging, like Philip is bragging, is to convince you and persons from around this country to give them another chance. I'm here tonight to ask you to join us in canceling their contract. You gave them a 5-year contract. They didn't have the decency to finish their term. 2 times in a row, we hired some brothers, and they decided they're going to go early. The bottom line is, if you believe you are making progress, why would you hit the pause button? Why would you stop? And then come right back behind after you have given up your gi, your surrender, your funk. And now you come back asking for a renewal of a contract you didn't have the decency to finish. And then they send the DPM to say it's booming. Well, we want to ask a few questions. Do you believe it's booming for you because of them? Do you believe that they put policies in place to assist your children in dreaming about coming back home? Have they created opportunities for you to become owners of this economy, not just workers? Well, I want to tell you who it's booming for. It's booming for the consultants who they've paid $280 million over the course of the last 4.5 years. Yeah, it's booming for all those folks who they didn't create employment for, but they took on planes to go on these trips as a reward for supporting them. And there they are in first class at your expense while you're trying to keep the light on, and they're here taking selfies. Yeah, like look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. On your dime. That's who it's booming for. It's booming for the fellas who work in the Prime Minister's office, who they gave the moorings deal to in Exuma. $1 billion over the course of the life of that contract had we not discovered and had they not been forced to cancel it. That's who it is booming for. It's booming for those who have the public-private partnerships, whose interest rates are much higher than where they could have all gotten funds elsewhere. It's booming for them. It's booming for the Millers. You know the Millers. One of them is Leslie. It's booming for him when you could have $30 million of a debt that you owe to the Bahamian people forgiven by a government who is looking out for the few and not the vast majority of Bahamians. That's who it's booming for. And so tonight, I want to ask you, have they showed up recently to cancel your debt? Have they showed up to issue contracts to you even after they cancel your $30 million debt? Have they showed up to say, for any of you that owes NIB, no problems. You owe us NIB, I'm gonna point you to some more significant positions so you could duck NIB again. That's what they do. They have a select group of people who they are committed to taking care of. And so tonight, we've come to Bimini to say to you, you have to vote in your own interests. Rallies have a way of creating a lot of excitement. And I know far too many mothers who are cheering for politicians who are doing business with persons who really should be locked up. This government is good at signing contracts with folks not who they are giving a second chance to, because they haven't left the life that they were in, yet they are earning millions. And so here's a mother at a rally cheering for Philip. But Philip have his ministers signing contracts to complete projects these contractors are not completing. Contractors who are still about that life. They still flying to Central and South America. They still doing business. Now, if that's your choice, that's on you. My problem is with mommy, the mothers who are cheering for them, though on Monday she has to go to court with her child, who maybe had a half a bag or a little bit more weed. But his boss, is able to sign $10 million contracts, $20 and $30 million contracts. So the little black boy is being locked up while the big man who's contributing to the PLP's campaign is free as a bird. Something is wrong when we don't act within our interests. So I say to every mother, when you see the system calls for and execute justice on your child because he's not powerful enough to hire a lawyer, he's small enough to allow them to brag about how they're solving crimes, but yet you can look on the news and see your son, his boss, sitting at a table signing a contract. At some point as a country, we have to wake up. You have to vote in your interests. Because if they cared about your son, they wouldn't empower the fella who forced that son or encouraged that son to take the risk that put him in jail while they are living large, flossing on the backs of struggling young men who are desperate for an opportunity. On May 12th, we can change that. On May 12th, we can send persons to Parliament who are not using our young people for their voters card, but who want to inspire them that there's a better and different way to earn a living so that they can take care of their families. So we've come to Bimini to say there is a different way, there is a better way than what the PLP has done. We want to see the marinas full once again. So we want people to come in. We shouldn't make it difficult for them to come in. We should encourage them to come in. We want the fishermen not to have to compete with those who come from the south in our waters, even though fisheries are reserved for Bahamians. We want to say to every fisherman here in Bimini that this government has made it a point that those persons who sued us when I was Minister of Fisheries so they could be on fishing vessels and they failed in court, this government has given them citizenship. So they can now dive. They can use their compressor permit. They could send the GPS coordinates to their friends and relatives from the DR. That's what they could do. Or any other countries from the south. So when they tell you they love you, they're thinking about you, they're working for you, it is far from the truth. Bimini is filled with talented Bahamians. You've exported talent around the world, and everywhere where Biminites have gone, you've made a difference. I was with you when you celebrated those who went to the armed forces in the United States and made a difference in every arm of the armed forces. Wherever you go, you do incredible things. Why? Because you're as gifted and talented as anyone else anywhere else in the world. You deserve a government that recognizes it, that gives your children an opportunity to excel, not to play politics with you, not to come and try to liquor you up and do projects by breaking ground but never finishing them. And just before election, they come dangling your money asking you for your vote. The truth is, when they come through and they slip $150 to you, like they did at the post office in Nassau to open accounts, that's your money. That ain't theirs. Playing games with you. I want to say to everyone who works for a post office here or in any island, not one single soul will lose a job as we seek to modernize the system and stop the thieving that often goes on in it. We will bring banks back to the family islands. You can forgive the business fees or lower it to incentivize commercial banks to come back. We're not talking about some 11,000 ceiling of what you could loan. No, we're talking about commercial banking services that we have the ability, and the government under Philip had the ability over the last 4.5 years to bring back to the family islands. He knows, just like us, how much banking fees they pay. And the fact that we can reduce or forgive those banking fees to encourage them to come back to all of the family islands where they have left. We don't want to play games. We want to empower our people. That's why we provided $50 million for entrepreneurs when we were in government. That's why we're doubling the figure. Ask them how much they gave over the last 4.5 years. How much did they make available to businesses on Bimini? Ask Chester, how much did he make available out of the Tourism Development Fund? Ask them, what did they do with the Family Island Development Fund, and did they empower local government in Bimini so that you don't have to wait for others to do significant projects. You can do it yourself through the Family Island Development Fund. If they're serious about you, if they care about your future and your children, then there's some simple decisions they could have made. They didn't make them. And now they're asking you once again to fall in love with them all over again. I want to tell you there's some relationships that are so abusive that you have to trade them in and upgrade. Speaking about abusive, I heard the Prime Minister said at a rally, it's reported in the paper, he says, the F&M has anger management problem. I said, well, you know, we are outraged about people who thieving from the Bahamian public. We are outraged about people who sell dreams but are unable to deliver. We are outraged at people who lie pathologically. We are outraged that you could actually say that with a straight face. And bro, you have at least 2 members. One was even charged. Who are historical abusers. But you want to really label us? I mean, is that fair? We are only outraged about persons who our people put on their shoulders and deliver them to Parliament, praying that they would be different and do better for our people, and they fail. Instead, they pad contracts to make sure come election time they have extra millions to come and party you. Or they use public funds that they borrow in order to dupe you into believing that when they forgive your light bill, they're doing that out of the good graces of their heart, out of their pocket. No, they're using our money, the access you gave them. And now that they realize you've fallen out of love with them, they'll come back and incentivize. It's like the abusive fella who then buy you flowers right after he's blackened your eye, neglected you. You were home waiting for some TLC and he was out doing his thing. And then he come back and realize that, you know, you are complaining because you expect more. And then he bruises you. And then the next day, you at work and the flowers arrive. And then he sends you chocolate, knowing full well that can create some cavities in the long run. No, you need to fire him. And that's why we've come to Bimini to ask you to fire the PLP. Are you with me? Will you fire them? Will you fire them? So tonight as I close, I want to talk to those persons who have been disillusioned with politics. You've been tired of F&M on some days, PLPs on other days. And you've been thinking maybe about staying home or voting elsewhere. I just want to tell you, there are only 2 parties that can form the government on May 12th. Only 2 that have the base. We want to ask you not to waste your vote. You see, a vote for an independent candidate or a third party is really a vote for the PLP. If you stay home, the PLP wins. If you vote for another party, the COI, who cannot win, cannot form a government, the PLP wins. I'm asking you to stand in those lines even though PRD wants you to leave and go home. The commissioner and the one who assists him, we're not talking about all the stuff. We're talking about those who lead the PRD. They're not only incompetent, they are allowing the government to influence them. There are many Bahamians today with a voter card who are not on the register. They registered from last year. They're not on the register. They tried to transfer from the end of last year. This year, they are not on the register. Many persons are being disenfranchised by this government. Many senior citizens had physical challenges waiting on the line to cast their vote. I'm asking you to hold the line. Endure the frustration. No matter what skullduggery they have in mind, no matter how they try to rig the system, if you show up early and in large numbers, they cannot win. That's why the PLP has no problem. They have no problem with fake voters' card. That's why the Prime Minister lied and said, oh, this is not a systematic problem with fraudulent passports, with fraudulent NIB cards and voters' cards. It took me laying a document in Parliament to show that 74 persons of a list of 300 persons. That sounds systematic to me. There are many persons who are violating our sovereignty with the help of Philip and his team. But I'm asking you to still hold the line. When you show up and vote, you will put them back in the private sector. And meanwhile, what we're going to do for you, we're going to open the books so you can see every decision that they made. So we can audit the citizenships that they gave. And we can audit the permanent residencies that they gave. And we can look at each of the contracts that they issued. And we can trace the money that left the Treasury to go to members of Parliament bank accounts that seem to exceed what their salaries are. We have an opportunity to hit the reset button in the country, to decide that you want a new generation of leaders who are confident in you, who will not put their hands in the cookie jar, who will not be arrogant with you, but will be humble in serving you. And so tonight I want once again to invite to the stage your next member of Parliament for Bimini and the Berry Islands, Carlton Boleg. I want to invite Travis Robinson, the next member of Parliament for Fort Charlotte. I want to invite David Wallace and Frank Roll and Pakeisha Parker Edgecombe. All of us are working with you and on your behalf. And if you give us the honor, the FNM under new management, to lead this country again, we'll work for you every single day to produce opportunities of ownership for you and your family. God bless you. We love you, Bimini. We love you, Berry Islands. We love you, Bahamas.
One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. Hear the children crying. One love. Hear the children crying. One heart. Saying, give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright.
Chaos at the polls, and the PLP is still letting their old crony run the show.
We are calling for the immediate removal of those who presided over the system that does not work.
It's almost like they don't want to follow the rules and do things the right way.
I don't give a no rules.
Disabled and elderly disadvantaged, and the PLP doesn't care.
Last election, the PLP took me to Anatolia, just school to vote for the PLP. And after I finished voting, they told me I must get back home the best way I could.
Are they afraid of how many people are ready to vote them out? Don't let the parliamentary registrar and the PLP discourage you from marking your X for the FNM. See you at the polls. Paid for by the Free National Movement.
In every generation, there comes a moment when a single spark becomes something greater. A spark that becomes a light carried by those who believe in freedom, who believe in opportunity, who believe that the Bahamas can be stronger than ever before, driven by courage, powered by the people, guided by a vision for a brighter tomorrow. And through it all, the flame still burns.
In FNM government, you will never have to wonder again whether you vote, whether your vote can be trusted. We are appointing leadership at a parliamentary registration department recognized as independent, not loyal to any party. We are setting a fixed election date, ending the political gamemanship that leaves the public sector. And we will modernize polling station infrastructure and accessibility so no senior, no expectant mother, and no disabled Bahamian is ever again forced to choose between their health and their vote. Your vote is sacred. Your country is sacred. Bahamas, in 6 days, we save our country, and you get a government that works for you. On May 12th, vote FNL!
Everybody talking about the same thing. How we gonna make this pressure stop? Take a leap with Jeffrey Lee from Bay right down to Preston Street. And in the air, if you're ready for it, if you're ready, if you're ready.
FNL! Coming up next, turn to the screens. We got some videos up for you.
I'm a 26-year-old young woman living in the Bahamas, and I'm honestly ready for change. We've had a Brave administration, we've had an Ingram administration, we've had a Minnis administration time and time again, but we never had a Pintard administration. Being that I wasn't able to vote in the 2021 election, like my peers, I just wasn't into it. It was the same thing over and over, forgotten promises, or they giving us pennies and pinching off of us, expecting us to just take it and say, hey, let's vote them back in. It's time for a change, and I personally feel that Mr. Pintard is going to be that change.
They say age doesn't matter. Well, in some ways, it does. And in the Bahamas, we need young leaders with fresh energy like those across the Caribbean. Mia Motley, Andrew Holness, Dickon Mitchell, Terrence Drew. Brave does not make the cut. He's better fit for retirement, not government. Elect a party with a young leader with the energy to carry the country forward for years to come. Because sometimes age does matter. Paid for by the Free National Movement.
Now, FNMs, y'all know they like to take picture of our crowds, right? They always following us around the place, watching us, bad minding us. See they drone in the air right over there. Everybody look up and say bye-bye. So long, bye. Say bye-bye, PLP. Y'all got 6 more days and you're gone. So long. Park the car. So long. Turn in the keys. So long. Y'all go tell the director, who always on Facebook typing, go update his LinkedIn. Tell him go send his resume around. He gotta go find a new job. To my sorrow, look up and say bye-bye. Goodbye to my trouble. Goodbye to my trouble. Coming up next with some music is Clement Shea.
Now Brave is a man and he comes around every election making false promises. He know he can't keep you. You see, Michael Pintard is a man after my own heart. They said there's no place for him. It's only lies that you see. Don't you fall for none of them sweet lies. They're only doubts that they want you to believe. He done ring the bell, so on May 12th, we're telling Brave leave. Don't fall for none of them. Y'all ready? Listen. Freeport Waving at y'all.
This is a soul for your production.
Well, the people need you like never before. PLP no cater to the needy and the poor. Yeah, we need you like never before. Only be done to make the jobs secure. We need you like never before. PLP no check to the needy and the poor. We need you like never before. Oh yes, sir. Listen. Don't you mind what the PLP say? Trust me, they're not doing a thing. All I do is collect all we VAT and we tax and want to live up in them house like a king. They take we bread and butter, get a business if we suffer. Look how the way them living. Good life is what we prefer, we're hoping for the better, even though it's not looking. Davis, me no one hear the word. Freeport people suffer, well now that we observe. But we say fire, but PLP, your time done. We there, Freeport people, we done. Give me the thing. Buckle. Y'all ready? Oh no, no, no. Boom, 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 whoa. Boom, 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 whoa. FNM, we out there working just for you. We see the PLP out there lurking, only working for a few. Too many people struggling, Brave can't get it right. We have a nation to feed and people need to eat. Human people lose their lives, and for them we tell Brave how we stick at them. The PLP, we have to get rid of them. I'm telling you, the people are ready. They already made up their mind. Creole people voting on election day. I know that Mr. Pinlin must be spinning in his grave. How you want to give away the country that he left for we? If you're afraid to fight for the Bahamas, you don't deserve your country. Evidence. Y'all ready? Ha ha! We can tell them bye, right? You ready? Tell PLP bye, bye, bye. Tell P roll up. Tell PLP bye, bye, bye. Tell PLP bye, bye, bye. Tell PLP bye, bye. I see you, Asian. Tell PLP bye, bye, bye. No more, no more, no more, no more. AFNM, hey, what we say? Get rid of the PLP. AFNM, hey, what we say? Get rid of the P. So long I have been searching for a change, looking all over the place. Now I sleep in that I find someone satisfy my mind, and I came to search for the eye. See what the eye can do, just like I say. Pin that card straight to my head, and now I say bye, bye, bye. Tell PLP bye. Ready? They dangerous. Dangerous. They are dangerous. Yeah, they are dangerous. Yeah, they're dangerous. Hey, you can't trust PLP, but you must believe me, they're dangerous. Well, brave one, make us a slave and send us to a grave, he's dangerous. Well, you can't trust Chester, cause he's no better, he's dangerous. Well, they're betting on Sabas, but that ain't gonna last, he's dangerous. Well, it's so plain to see, he's trying to buy a seat, he's dangerous. Well, they don't care about me, at the PLP, they're dangerous. Dangerous. PLP is dangerous. Yeah, they're dangerous. Yeah, in God do I put my trust. Well, dangerous. FNM. Yeah.
I'm tired of this miserable life. Tired of the worries and the problems and the strife. Tired of
everybody say more fire. Everybody say more fire.
And it's miserable. Well, you know I want me well. Every night me I kneel and me pray. Ask God to guide and protect me. Lead the ticket there on the right way. But everything I just fumble and crumble. Everything I just stumble and fall. I don't know where I'm gonna turn now. Oh Lord, please answer my call. Cause me tired of this miserable life. Tired of the worries and the problems and the strife.
FNM's coming up next. There's a young man that's no stranger to you, a former torchbearer, an FNM. Everybody welcome. Welcome Lincoln. Lincoln D is your next member of parliament for Freetown.
Ready, till the deal ready. We look how the sun now rising up. Freetown people
FNM.
And nothing can break it up. From P.I. to Stevenson, Freetown, it's your season. We march together side by side. The other parties can take this load. This is an FNM show. We're bringing the firelight. And Freetown know how it goes.
Freetown, make some noise! Freetown!
Freetown, this is your time. Freetown, ready for the road. Freetown, ready for the road. We're ready.
Freetown is ready. Freetown is ready. Count Freetown in the winning column. Code red, code red. FNMs, make some noise. Tonight is not just another rally. Tonight
is a declaration that we will protect this nation, protect our future, and protect the sovereignty of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Sovereignty is more than just borders. Sovereignty is opportunity. Sovereignty is dignity. Sovereignty is ensuring that Bahamians can afford to live in a country. Live in a country that they call home. Sovereignty is ensuring that young people can dream again, can work again, can build again, and believe again. And tonight, the people of this country are sending a loud and clear message. SOS Code Red.
Give me my red shirt, baby.
The Bahamas is worth fighting for. My brothers and sisters, too many Bahamians are hurting. The cost of living is rising. Pressure is rising. Frustration is rising. Too many young people feel like success is something they have to leave home to find. Too many families are working harder than ever, but falling further behind. And the people are tired. Tired of the excuses. Tired of the failures. Tired of being left behind. The people want leadership. The people want action. The people want results. And on May 12th, the Bahamian people will elect the Free National Movement under the leadership of Michael Pintard. This movement is about more than politics. This election is about the soul, the direction, and the future of the Bahamas. Now hear me tonight. I still believe in this country. I believe in the Bahamian people. I'm standing here as a Bahamian who built, fought, sacrificed, and still believes in this country. And Freetown knows this. Freetown has seen the work. Freetown has seen the sacrifices. Freetown has seen what happens when leadership shows up. It listens and serves. Because Freetown is not just a constituency to me. Freetown is family now. I believe in the young man from Kemp Road with a dream. I believe in the single mother trying to hold her family together. The F&M believes in the small business owner fighting to survive. The F&M believes in the young graduate waiting for opportunity. The F&M believes in the entrepreneur with an idea. The fisherman, the straw vendor, the taxi driver, the teacher, the nurse. I believe our greatest days are still ahead with the F&M.
Family. Yeah, I know this. I mean, say family.
The Bahamas cannot move forward without dated thinking. We need innovation, not excuses. We need vision, not stagnation. We need courage, not weakness. And our leader, Michael Pintard, understands the future. Our leader understands that the world is changing and the Bahamas must change with it. Because sovereignty also means economic empowerment. A Bahamas where Bahamians can own more, build more, create more, and benefit more from the success of this country. The F&M believes in backing Bahamian businesses. That's why we're investing $100 million into small businesses. The F&M believes in supporting entrepreneurs and innovatives. The F&M believes that young people deserve more than speeches. They deserve training, opportunity, mentorship, investment, and real pathways to success. That is how you save a country. You save a country by believing in its people again. And let me say tonight, we did not inherit this country to watch it decline. We inherited it to build it, to protect it, and to leave it stronger for the next generation.
And we work for you.
We refuse to become a generation that inherited paradise but handed our children struggle. Because this country does not belong to the privileged few. It belongs to the people. It belongs to the mother
working 2 jobs. It belongs to the young man with a dream. It belongs to the small business owner trying to survive. It belongs to every single Bahamian who believes that better is possible. And with the F&M, better is coming on May 12th. We cannot allow Bahamians to become strangers in their own country. We cannot allow hopelessness to replace ambition. We cannot allow another generation to believe that struggle is all they inherit. No. The F&M will build a stronger Bahamas. The F&M will build a smarter Bahamas, a safer Bahamas, a more innovative Bahamas, a Bahamas that works for Bahamians first. My brothers and sisters, this moment is bigger than one candidate, bigger than one constituency, bigger than one election. This is about saving the future of our nation.
We got work to do, we got to vote them out.
They had their turn, now it's the people's turn. We work for you. On May 12th, show up for your children. Show up for your future. Show up for your country. Bring your family. Bring your friends. Bring your neighbors. And make sure, mark your X next to the torch and vote F&M. When the future generations look back at this moment, let it be said that the F&M stood up for our country. Let it be said that the F&M protected the future of our children. Let it be said that when the Bahamas needed us most, the F&M under Michael Pintard answered the call. And together, we saved our sovereignty. God bless you. God bless Freetown. God bless the Free National Movement. And God bless the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
But the parties can take this load. This is an F&M show. We're bringing the firelight. As Freetown know how it goes.
Now I understand the leader is on his way. I understand the next Prime Minister is on his way. I understand he's on the boat from Bimini, ferrying over, and he can jump on the plane, and he can be here on his way. Is that the leader? Everybody give the leader a hi. Say hi, Mr. Prime Minister. Say hi, PM.
I see it. My new order.
That's a Bahamian Prime Minister. I am one of you and you are one of me. That's our Prime Minister. That's a Bahamian Prime Minister. That's a Prime Minister for the Bahamas. And we the F&M are for the Bahamas. And we can fight for Bahamians. Because the Bahamas is for Bahamians. F&M's coming up next. Coming up next is your member of parliament. Your next member of parliament for Killarney. There is one F&M running in Killarney. There is one F&M running in Killarney. So when you go to the booth, put your X next to the torch. Don't look at no name. Put your X next to the torch because there's only one F&M running in Killarney. Welcome on the stage, Miss Michaela Barnett Ellis.
Just shoot, no games, no spin. Lord of His mercy. Embracing the future, building the past. Next chapter. Michael walk like a champion, talk like a champion. Rooted in Kalani, she not afraid of no weapon. Just by her entrance, run them a run. Let's vote orange, she are the one where we are waiting. Walk like a champion, talk like a champion. Courage in a voice and in a strike, just resilient. Just by her entrance, run them a run. Let's vote orange. Michael would be more than glad to take your hand and lead you to the promised land. She's trusted and proven. All you got to do is call, you'll get a response. She's focused and present, a true advocate. She live them in a dust, a community builder. Someone you can trust, cool, calm and collective. Still fight for us, she no mix up her words. She no pick up no fuss. Kelani a forget her is a must. Michael a walk like a champion, talk like a champion. Put it. A champion, Courage in a voice and in a stride, just resilience. Just my engine, run them or run. Let's go touring. Why?
FNM!
Call the fire engine.
FNM!
Call the fire engine.
Look at all of y'all. Y'all look good. All I see is red. I want to read a few lines from a piece our leader put out yesterday. And I want y'all to listen carefully. He said, access matters, allegiance matters, and independence carries consequences. The line between party and state has a race in front of our eyes. That, Bahamas, describes how the PLP runs this country, our good, decent Bahama land. And let me show you what that looks like. A sitting MP, one of their own, or at least he was one of their own at the time, stood up in public and said that constituency contracts were taken away from him and reassigned through party headquarters. Now let's be clear. Constituency contracts are paid by you. That's our VAT money. That's not the property of the PLP. But under the PLP government, contracts move based on who's in good standing with them that week. That's access. That's what they call allegiance. And then we hear about a PLP candidate who used inmates to clean the park in his constituency. The minister told us anyone could have access to that program. Maybe. But the optics are simple. The line between government resources and campaign resources, gone. Let me hear you, say gone. And then, as the next member of parliament for Engliston told us, 5 Family Island administrators were demoted because somebody in the OPM decided they had not personally supported the party. The devil is a liar. A 34-year career, sabotage on the basis of a loyalty test. Then let's look at yesterday's paper. 7 good days before this election, the Davis administration is reportedly trying to wipe out more than $30 million owed to us by one of their top campaigners. Y'all see a pattern? Because that's how they go. This pattern repeats itself because that's their operating system. And that's how they run our good country. Access, allegiance, independence carries consequences with this crew. And let me tell you why that's dangerous. It's dangerous because once a country runs that way for 5 years, that starts to feel normal. People stop applying for things they should qualify for. They stop reporting wrongdoing because they're scared. And people stop investing because they can't tell whether the rules are real or whether they're negotiable. When governments becomes a transaction between the connected few and the rest of the country pays for it. We pay for it in higher prices, in stalled development, in a public service afraid to do its job. But y'all know y'all good F&M, we don't run like that. We don't run a closed shop. We don't have a back door. And we don't have a list of allegiance accounts the way the PLP appears to. Under our manifesto, every contract over the legal threshold will go to tender. Full stop, point blank. the Public Procurement Act, it will actually be enforced. And we will bring fully into force the Freedom of Information Act that they seem so scared of. We will actually protect whistleblowers under the law. And we will set clear, independent qualifications for senior leadership. Not just, you can't just, give a job to your best friend. No. We need qualifications. We need assessments. We will rebuild the wall between party and state brick by brick. We will rebuild the trust. F&Ms. Y'all sleeping? F&Ms. The choice you have in the next 6 days. You have a chance to move this country forward or set this country back. 6 days. 6 good days. Y'all know the line. It's time to hold the line. Is it time to hold the line? F&Ms, Bahamas, on election day, stay in line. Hold that line. Vote beside the torch. Vote F&M. Thank you.
Michael a pretty win. Just shoot, no games, no spin. Michael a walk like a champion, talk like a champion. Who didn't Kalanish in afraid and no weapon. Just by our entrance.
F&Ms, we got an announcement quickly. If you're missing your child wearing a red, white, and blue shirt, some jeans and red shirts, come to the front of the stage. But with that being said, I understand the leader has now landed. The Grand Baham, he's boarding his plane. He's boarding the plane. And he's on his way here. There we go, everybody give it up for your leader on the way. He's on the way. With the First Lady. Say hi, PM. Say hi, PM. Coming up next, F&Ms, is your next member of parliament for South Beach, former Minister Darren Henfield.
Oh, yeah. South Beach, are you ready for a patriotic island boy who's going to stand with you and bring you so much joy? He's a man of distinction with humility beyond compare. South Beach is fortunate to have him running here. South Beach needs leadership who will refuse to yield. In the face of adversity, you deserve Commander Henfield. Darren was a Marine where discipline was expected. It can be seen in his politics. Respected. He's always willing to listen because he really cares about you. He comes from humble beginnings, so he can empathize with you. South Beach, are you ready for a patriotic island boy who's going to stand with you and bring you so much joy? He's a man of distinction with humility beyond compare. South Beach is fortunate to have him running here.
F&Ms, I come to report to you tonight that South Beach is ready. South Beach, on my honor as an officer and a gentleman, I commit to you tonight that I will stay with you for the full term. I will not leave you and then come back after the bell has rung. Good evening, Bahamas. Tonight, we are sending out another SOS. an SOS to save our sovereignty and to save our country. The Bahamas, I have served this country in the military and in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And I will tell you, with seriousness in this moment, that the PLP government, this government, has compromised the sovereignty of the Bahamian people. Bahamian passports sold. Bahamian voters cards handed out like candy. You heard about the fellow who had, the person who had two, one for one constituency and another in another constituency. But let me tell you something else. People got Bahamian birth certificates who were never born in this country. Never set foot in a Bahamian primary school. These are the proofs that your belongings has been sold. You know, the PLP ought to be ashamed of itself. Sir Lyndon Prinling and Sir Cecil Wallace Whitfield, they fought for the freedom of Bahamians and for the integrity of our country. Under this government, they have been treated like merchandise, the way they hand out our passports, our NIB cards, our birth certificates, and anything else they can sell. In South Beach, you heard it already tonight. First-time voters, Bahamians, were turned away from the registration depot because they were told that their passports were about to expire soon and they were not eligible to register to vote. This is not Bahamian law. There has never been such a law in our country. But somebody somewhere in the PLP machinery decided that they should tell Bahamians who wanted to vote this fake news, this fake law, just to prevent them from registering. Then we found, as you've heard, a foreign national with voters' cards in two different constituencies. Don't forget the fella with the back trunk full of voters' cards. Don't forget him. Fellow Bahamians, we are in crisis. But this Davis administration continues to tell us that there is no immigration crisis in this country. Mr. Prime Minister, forged Bahamian documents are walking through your airports, and you are worried about us calling international observers? While you sat for 2 years and 2 days after we wrote the United States ambassador and announced it would send observers, the OAS, the United Nations, the Commonwealth Secretariat, CARICOM, every serious organization that follows elections thought it was necessary to be in the Bahamas for this one. And so they agreed to come. You know, the truth is that this PLP government can't stand international scrutiny. They can't afford to be looked into. And the migration report that you heard about several times tonight, that was promised since 2023. They don't want you to see that report, you know. But we will show it to you in short order. Bahamas, here is what your F&M government will do. We will publish that migration report. You have a right to see and know who is in your country. We will rid corruption, and those who seek to pervert our system, from the Passport Office, the Registrar General's Office, the Parliamentary Registration Department, and the National Insurance Board, and any other agency in which we find people trying to sell our birthright for a meal of porridge. We will roll out Operation Shield, our comprehensive plan to fix a broken immigration system and remove from this country anyone who seeks to corrupt our systems. And let me say this clearly. Let me be clear. Under an F&M government, no person who comes to this country illegally will ever receive citizenship in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
You gotta fire them.
We plan on bringing a full stop to that. No exceptions. You know, we have nothing against individuals seeking a better life. We have everything against politicians who turn our birthright into an election strategy. And so, you must vote F&M in order to end this threat to our sovereignty and our democracy. This is why we have sent out an SOS all across Bahamaland. I am a naval officer, and when you hear a seaman calls for an SOS, his ship is in danger of sinking. The souls on board are in peril. And so we call on Bahamians everywhere, be you PLP, be you COI, or be you indifferent. We call on all Bahamians, not only F&M, to come out on May 12th and vote F&M.
You gotta fire them.
We simply can't afford to keep the PLP. They're giving away too many passports. They can't fix the Princess Margaret order round. So we're in trouble. 5 more years of the PLP with hundreds of millions of dollars in consultancy fees. We can't afford that. Beaches and parks, hundreds of millions. We can't afford that. Bahamas, this is a code red. This is our SOS to you, wherever you are, from Meguana to Inagua to Grand Key and Walker's Key. We want you to come out and vote. You have to hold the line. Hold the line. This crew is dangerous.
You gotta fire them.
And so on May 12th, come out. Bring out the neighbors. Bring out everybody who can move. And if they can't move, call us and we'll come and get them. But they gotta vote. We gotta get rid of the PLP for our children and our grandchildren. Hold the line, F&Ms. Hold the line, Bahamians. Hold the line.
South Beach, are you ready?
Thank you.
A patriotic island boy who's going to stand with you and bring
Hold the line, F&X, hold the line. Coming up next is your next member of parliament for Carmichael, Mr. India Komalafe.
+1,000 votes to cast. Choose one. Komalafe for Carmichael. You want to test the fire starter? You sure you want to test the fire starter? Well, you know Carmichael only going one way, right? You know they going with the fire, right? Alright, Komalafe, Carmichael, strong and true. She standing tall, she waiting for you. Every corner, every street, she coming true. With Komalafe, the future is you. Education, jobs, and hope for the youth. She fight for justice, she stand for truth. Doing everything her mother said don't do. Right there, Komalafe, working for you. Komalafe, Carmichael, strong and true. Corner, every street, she coming true. For Komalafe, the future is you. Carmichael united, that's the motto.
things gonna change from that.
FNMs! When I say more, you say fire. More! More! When I say more, you say fire. More! More! It's Carmichael in the house tonight. I didn't tell you down in Carmichael, all you're going to hear on May 12th is Kamalafe, Kamalafe, Kamalafe for the FNM. Give them fire burning. Mr. Party Leader and Mrs. Pintard, Deputy Leader, Chairman, Secretary General, Tiers of Leadership, FNMs, Carmichael, Bahamians, good night. We have come tonight to save our sovereignty. SOS. Tonight is our SOS, our rallying call to cry, to save the soul of our nation. Our country is in crisis, and we are sounding the alarm, the code red. FNMs. I want to do some math with you tonight. You don't even need a calculator. Since 2021, the PLP government has collected more than $1 billion every year in revenue from the Bahamian people. From your VAT, your light bill, your fees, your import duty. And where is it? I can tell you where it's not. It is not in your kitchen, in your cupboard. It's not in your gas tank. Is it in your gas tank? It's not in the healthcare system where the shelves are empty and the nurses and the doctors are leaving for better pay. It's not in the school system where the teachers are buying their own supplies and protesting in the streets for money. It is not in NIB, where our seniors are waiting for checks. So where is it, FNMs? $400 million in no-bid contracts to friends of the Prime Minister. Roughly $250 million in consultant fees, most of them connected to the PLP, including the latest, $250,000, get this now, they are paying a firm in Washington, D.C., $250,000 a month to improve relations with the United States. You ever heard any foolishness? And then the $40 million. You know they had two ministers of housings, one who likes to give out citizenships around the graveyard. You know that one? They put $40 million of our money in a shell company. It's not even a real company, tied to the Carmichael Village Development Project, and they were supposed to build some homes. Now this project is over budget by 100%. You see any homes down in the Carmichael Village Development? Yet they bragging about 131 homes that they built when Bahamians need 15,000 homes. The FNM has written the Prime Minister twice on this, but you know, he don't answer questions. He ain't checking for us. He was catching flights, not feelings. And just this week, if you think they couldn't get any lower, now you all know this fella. I ain't gonna call no name, but you whistle and I'll point. They want us to pay $30 million of this fella debt. You know the fella. Now, you really think we should pay his $30 million debt? Now, if he want us to pay that, that means he doesn't want his children and his grandchildren to pay that debt. He wants your children and your grandchildren to pay the $30 million debt, which he borrowed from the bank. Imagine if the government could bail you out and pay your debt. But that's the PLP way. When it comes to their friends, this PLP government has all the money in the world. But when you ask them for money, they always crying poor mouth. They always broke. You gotta wait. You gotta protest. Now, I don't want to spend all night talking about what the PLP did and didn't do. I want to tell you what we, the F&M, could do for you. Now, we already told you we are going to reduce VAT on everyday essentials, medical costs, and school supplies. Real relief. We ain't talking about next year or next term. We talking about this year, because on May 12th, what we gonna do? We're gonna fire them. $200 a month in child support for qualifying Bahamian families. A $100 a week stipend for young Bahamians in vocational training. And when you add it all up, it really ain't that much, you know. It's just $21 million. Less than 1/3 of what this government spends on consultants. I didn't tell you we don't need a calculator. I can do the math for you. And what we will do, we will end those no-bid contracts. That was $400 million. We're going to cut those consultancies. That's $250 million. And we're going to deal with those travel overruns.
Are you serious?
The money is there. So I don't understand why the Prime Minister have a problem with us giving $200 to help Bahamian families. Yet he about the place bragging about his breakfast program, which wasn't started by him, by the way. It was started by the F&M.
I's F&M. Use F&M.
For almost 5 years, this PLP has built the Bahamas for the connected few. The contracts go to the persons that are connected to the PLP, their friends, their family, and their lovers. The loans get written off for their cronies and for their top campaigners, and you get stuck with the bill. Your parents didn't fight for that Bahamas. Your grandparents didn't fight for that Bahamas. And this new F&M team will not allow your children to have to fight for that type of Bahamas. The F&M is coming to build a Bahamas where the rules apply to everyone, from every constituency, and everyone will have a shot. And let me speak, as I close, for someone who once led a third party. I understand the frustration, your frustration with the status quo. But hear me, F&Ms. If you vote for anyone other than the F&M, you are helping the PLP keep their seat. If you stay home, you are helping the PLP keep their seat. I know many old DNAs are voting for the F&M. They are here tonight. I know many independents are voting for the F&M. They are here tonight. I also know many PLPs are voting for the F&M. They are here tonight. And I just want to say to the PLPs, I was reading in my devotion today Psalm 23. And there's a verse in that scripture that says, though you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you shall fear no evil. Take their money and vote for the F&M. God is with you. And I want to say to the F&M, too, for the last 5 years, you've been victimized. You couldn't wear your red shirt. You couldn't say you was F&M. There's a verse in that scripture that says, God will prepare a table for you in the presence of your enemies. So on May 12th, vote them out. Hold the line. Stay in the line. If you can afford to sit under this government for 4.5 years, you can afford to stay on the line for 4.5 years. Vote at 4.5 hours, sorry. Vote F&M. Vote them out. Vote to torch. God bless you. And God bless the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
Come allow faith for Carmichael. You want to test the fire starter? You sure you want to test the fire starter? Well, you know, Carmichael.
F&M, they gone.
Alright, come allow faith, Carmichael, strong and
we'll see them no more. Coming up next is your deputy leader, your future deputy prime minister, Shannon Dunn Cartwright.
F&M for the people. Oh yeah. St. James, stand up. Stand up, stand to the schoolyard gates. He walk every block, he know every face. For the youth and dreams, for the elders' days. He listening God's right for the people. For the people. FNM, what for the people. For the people.
FNM.
He walking, he walk, he walking, he walk. From St. James straight to the nation.
Are you ready?
To every station.
Can you feel it? FNM.
God's right for the people. For the people.
Oh, y'all look good tonight.
God's right for the people.
Y'all look good tonight.
FNM, what for the people. For the people.
FNMs. Y'all look good tonight. Tell them other people to take that. I want to thank Almighty God for allowing me to be here tonight and to see this sea of red. And I want you to know, before I got up on this stage about 30 minutes ago, they messaged me from Auckland's, and they say Auckland's is going red.
I'm pressing on.
FNMs, we gather here tonight with a collective hope, with a collective will, and a collective determination. Join with the thousands of Bahamians across the length and breadth of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas who have said that this government has to go. Are you ready to get rid of this government? FNMs, this is an important night. We have teamwork here tonight. We have Papa here tonight. And on the way is the next Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
You gotta fire them.
FNMs, there was an historic speech in 1971 that should be thought about today. And in that speech, our founding father, Sir Cecil Wallace Whitfield, said that democracy and truth are hard and demanding task masters because of how both challenges our conscience and challenges our courage. We are in a moment where this country needs us to stand up and show both, because we have a government that has betrayed the very fundamentals of our democracy. They have sat on their hands while persons have sold our patrimony. They have sat on our hands while persons have sold fraudulent passports. They've sat on their hands while persons have sold fraudulent passports. This alone disqualifies them from coming back in office. This election is about choices, as every election is about choices. And this is not simply about the choice of things remaining the same or the choice for change. This is about a choice for change or things getting worse. Can you imagine if they have spent $500 million on no-bid contracts? Can you imagine what they will do in another 5 years? Can you imagine if they're not paying the doctors, if they're not paying the nurses, if they're not paying immigration officers, if they're not paying police force officers? Can you imagine what they will do in the next 5 years?
You gotta fire them.
Can you imagine if they spent $1.1 million on one trip? Can you imagine what they will do in the next 5 years? Can you imagine if they spend a total of $70 million on flights, just flights? Can you imagine what they will do in the next 5 years? FNMs, we gather and we join our spirits tonight with the countless Bahamians who said that they
have had enough. And our slogan is that we work for you. But it's not just about our efforts to bring change to this country. Working for you means we're not going to spend $500 million on no-bid contracts. Working for you means when you work, you get paid. That's why we say, pay the damn people, pay the nurses, pay the police officers. We want the Bahamian people to know that working for you means that we will not, under Michael Pintard leadership, we will not spend that $1.1 million on a trip. Working for you means, I heard the Deputy Prime Minister, Chester Cooper, we call him the Rocket Man. He said a couple of months back, he said that they were going to work on ownership. Not this time. They ain't checking for the Bahamian people this time. Say they're going to work on ownership and essentially wealth this next term.
Are you serious?
Dead serious. But the only person whose wealth has gone up is him, not the Bahamian people. Have they been working for the Bahamian people? Do they deserve to be fired? Are we going to fire them on May 12th? F&Ms, stand up. It's time we stand up for our country. Tell every neighbor, every one of your friends, every co-worker that the Commonwealth of the Bahamas is on the ballot on May 12th. We must stand up for our country because we know, can you imagine another 5 years from now, this government that has been poor on immigration. That's why we have said that we will change the law. If you come here legally, we welcome you. But if you come here illegally, there is no path to citizenship in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. So simply put, we say to those who would come to the Bahamas illegally, don't come. Don't come. This Pintard-led administration, this incoming Pintard-led administration will guard the patrimony of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, will guard our birthright. So F&Ms, as I leave you tonight, I say to F&Ms and Bahamians all across this Commonwealth, from Inagua to Grand Bahama and all points in between, from St. Anne's to St. James right here in New Providence, on May 12th, vote F&M, vote country. Good night.
That's right for the people. For the people. F&M, work for the people. For the people. Man of action, not just talk. He walk in the walk, he walk in the walk. From St. James straight to the nation, he bringing fairness to every station. That's right for the people. For the people. That's right for the people.
The PLP has no plans for modernizing the Post Office Savings Bank. The FNM government will bring back commercial banking services to family islanders with real and needed services, savings and checking accounts, loan facilities, and a reimagining of postal and courier services for packages across the Bahamas. And not one family islander will lose their job. Don't let the failed promises of progress from Brave and the PLP convince you otherwise. Paid for by the Free National Movement.
We are all working to get ahead, working to better ourselves, working to ensure a better life for the next generation, taking steps to a safe and prosperous future. Yet, in our country, we face constant roadblocks and red tape. This election, join the movement that will work for you each and every day, for your interests and for your future. A future that works for you with the Free National Movement.
What's the name of the game?
McKinsey, a good FNM welcome. Everybody welcome Carrington to the stage.
FNM! I need you all up on your feet. Let's go. What? Where's the flag? Hold on now, let me check the side over here. Y'all gotta sing this one with me. Here we go. I went to a funeral the other day for a friend who had passed away. Cars lined the road all along the route. People came from east, west, north, and south. Roses by the dozen, glass by the score. People packed the church from pulpit. Y'all sing now. They said good things about Johnny. His friends started to cry. Johnny, oh my Johnny, sit whining to FNM. See, they don't know you till you sing, till you sing and can't raise your head. But when you're up and feeling fine, see, they don't check for you no time. Oh, they don't know you. Watch these dance now, watch it. Till you sit and can't raise up your head. Oh yeah, oh. They said he was a good man. Sing it now. A true and faithful friend. One who you could depend on. Right into the very end. What a crying shame and a downright disgrace. He didn't take the time to say it, to sing the song. Sing Johnny was my neighbor. What else? I'd always hear him say, all them so-called friends. Let me see. In hands up. They don't know you until you're dead. Till you're sick and can't raise your head. But when you're up, you're feeling fine. See, they don't check for you. FNM, my name is Carrington McKinsey, y'all.
One, two, FNMs! Let me see you make some noise. In a junk on the house. Let's go, hey! Hee-haw! Bring the music up. Shoo-be-doo-be-doo. Hey! Oh, yes. Guess what? Let's go. I'm in a state of ecstasy. Sing! I'm happy as can be. This must be the greatest thing in life to have FNM with me. Hey! I've been waiting for a long, long time. Why I'm bursting with pride. Hey, all I know is some. Hey, oh, I can't sit down and I'm turning round. Hey, oh, look what you do. Oh, I'm in the mood and I'm feeling good. Sing it. Yes, man, watch it. It's on my face, wrap me round the waist, run it. I thought the time had for me to feel this way. Let me hear it. It's hard for me to understand. Oh, I'm happy every day. Sing it. I've been waiting for a. You must believe it's true. Oh, it's good to be here by your side. And dance. Bring me that next song. Bring it.
hold you. Let's go. When I'm in love with somebody, oh, do you expect me to be true and go on loving? Where the woman now? Where the African woman now? Oh, that's our song. You think I can forget you until someday you go want me to hold you. Hey. When I'm in love with some, I want to hear them singing, man. Play, bring it out. Oh, I'll get along somehow, and then I won't. Look at my girl right here. Hey, you. Hey, oh, although you don't want me, I'll get along somehow, and then I won't. Oh. One more time. I know that someday you're gonna want me to. Well, I'll be gone with somebody. Oh, what am I supposed to do? Sing it. With this love I had for you, to my heart I must be true. Although I can't fall. Sing it. Oh Lord, we can march the PLP up. But I am gone with somebody. Although you don't want me now, I'll get along somehow, and then I won't. Bring the next one. Speed that one up, speed that up. Let's go. I wish I could come down there, because all I can see is red. Huh? Let's go. I remember, yes I remember, the place where I was born. Hey, where things were peaceful, remote and peaceful, where people were no small reward. Hey, I remember, let me hear you, when fun was playing. But up into those days, those good old happy days, we need to. It's time to bridge the gap. Everything will be alright if we stop them. You're ready? Let's go. We going around. There is shake. Round and around and around and around. Oh, bring back the good old days. Let the children run and play. We need to bring back the good old days. Teach them how to stay in school. Live by the golden. Oh, hey, oh, hey. Hey. Yes. Hey. We can bring back the good old days. Where the F them in? Let me hear you say. F them. F them. F them. I still remember. Do you remember when all your neighbors were your friends? Hey, didn't need to knock your door when you went to the store. You could have walked through into it. Hey, I remember. Yes, I remember. Sing it. When fun was playing in the. But up into those days, those good old happy days, we need to bring them back. It's time to. Everything will be alright if we stop the fight. Stop and turn this thing. Let me hear them, teacher. Let me hear them. Let me hear y'all. Round and around and around. Oh, bring back the good old days. Let the children run and. This one right here, she get on by. Brinkley. Teach them how to stay in school. Live by the golden rule. Oh, bring back the good old days. Let the children run and play. Oh, hey, oh, hey. Woo. Teach them how to stay in school. Live by the golden rule. Listen to this. Little Sally Walker, setting in a salsa. Right, Sally, right, Sally. Why do we be nice, Sally? Turn to the very one that you love the best. Sing it R-A-T-T-L-E. S-N-A-K-E spell for. Sing it R-A-T-T-L-E.
What happened to those days, those good old happy days? We need to bring them back. It's time to bridge the gap. Everything will be alright if we stop the fight. Stop and turn this thing. We turn the country. We turn the country. Round and around. Oh, bring back them good old days. Let the children run and play. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Teach them how to live by the. Oh, yeah. Oh, we bring back the good old days. Bring back the good old days. Let the children run and play. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, teach them how to stay in school. Live by the golden rule. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you, F&Ms. We love you.
Boy, you all look good. You all look good.
What you tell them to go back there? What?
My aunt got me no guys on stage. I got back there backside. F&M's, your leader is on the way. Your prime minister is on the way. He is boarding the plane, and he is on his way. DJ, let's show them their leader on the way to the capital.
Get your money, boy. They giving out money. Mother sick. Let's go. Take it. Get yours, boy. Yes, man. Hey.
F&M's, you know what this is? This is a ballot box.
Them crabs calling out they hold.
Say it over. Head over! 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 All right, level DJ, level for me 1 second DJ, 1 second DJ, F&M's. This is a ballot box. Do you all agree? If you agree this is a ballot box, say yes. Does this box have legs? This box does not have legs. Can this box drive a car? So how is this box moving up and down the Bahamas without the F&M knowing? That's a problem. Listen to me, F&Ms. I know we partying, but let's talk some serious business. We saw the reporting about the Progressive Liberal Party contracting a man by the name of Roger Stone out of America. Are you all familiar with who Roger Stone is? Roger Stone is a white supremacist, racist, political organizer in the United States of America. He was one of the people behind the January 6th riot on Congress. He was one of the engineers of the Steal the Election campaign by Donald Trump. We in the Bahamas must have good relations with America, but who we choose to represent us is important. And the PLP knows. They know that they cannot win this election fair and square. And so what did they do? They hired the chief stealer of elections, the one who's tried to steal it in America, to try and steal it here in the Bahamas. Hear me out, F&Ms. The confusion that you see at the advanced poll, the confusion that you see with the parliamentary registry, that is not by mistake. That is manufactured chaos. And they are doing it to discourage you and to discourage other Bahamians from voting. They want you to be on the line tired because they want you to walk and go home. They want to cause confusion with the ballot boxes because they don't want you to trust your elections. They don't want you to vote. They know that they must steal this election if they want to win. That is why they hired the white supremacist, racist Roger Stone to represent this country. Now the only way, FNMs, the only way for us to save this country is to stand up, commit yourselves to voting and to putting your ballot in the ballot box. You put your ballot in the box. That's how you win. The rallies are important. The grill and chills are important. But what is most important is ballots in the box. Coming up now, we have a video of our leader. A video of our leader. So let's welcome our leader and let's watch this video.
Yes, election fever is in the air. Boy. See the BLP calling everywhere. Boy, finally, them crowds calling out they hold. Boy. With a bag of money to buy up your soul. When they come to your door and they start to spout. Take the money and put them out. With a bag of goodies to what are you? Yes, election fever is in the air. Boy. See the BLP calling everywhere. Boy, finally, them crowds calling out they hold. Boy. With a bag of
Everybody, FNMs, give your leader an FNM welcome. Say hi, Mr. Prime Minister. He is landed and he is on his way. It's only a matter of time, FNMs.
Oh, na, na, na. Na, 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 na. Yes, the plain land, it's the plain land. 100 pound of either where they get it from. The plain land, it's the plain land. Swaggle up myself with a interrogation. The plain land, it's the plain land. Make up my mind for face the immigration.
All right, then, friends, we can keep this party going. We can keep this party going with the hometown favorite. Everybody welcome, give Wendy a welcome and a good FNM welcome. Let's welcome Wendy to the stage.
FNMs, how you feeling? Stop the lineup.
Walk out for them. Walk out for them. All my ladies, walk out for them.
Come on, FNMs.
First of all, you don't need no validation. You don't need no affirmation from nobody. No, no, sir. On your body. Confidence and sex appeal. Every now I get to feel the way I bounce, don't stick it and work the bumper right there. I'm supposed to be.
Come on, FNMs. Let me see you with that pump pump. Let me see you work it for me, FNMs.
And of course, they need me.
Over here. Can I see the FNMs on this side for me? Let's go, FNMs, to the post, go!
Walk out for them, walk out for them. All my ladies, walk out for them. A wine and give them, walk out.
Straight to the polls on May 12th, FNM. FNMs, how y'all feeling, FNMs? We work for? No. FNMs, we work for? And we got boots on. Let's go, time! Hey! I need to see all the FNMs from the front straight to the back. Let me see it! Where them things at? Where them? Come on, y'all! Where you touch at for the FNM, we work for you. Come on! And we got boots on ground. Let me see the boots, y'all. We work for you. And we got boots on the ground. That's right. So vote them out.
We got work to do. We got to vote them out. They say we on the move, but they don't say it's down. They fly from coast to coast. Don't care about what they spend, but we know what to do.
I need to see the FNMs on this side.
We work for you.
Hey. And we got boots on the ground. Let's go ahead.
We work for you,
but we need boots
on the ground.
Come on, FNMs. CLT.
We work for you.
Come on, FNMs. Hey. FNMs, hey.
We work for you.
Come on.
We need boots on the ground.
We got boots on the ground. on the ground.
Hey,
so vote, vote, vote. FNMs, make some noise. Y'all ready for May 12th,
We'll vote
FNMs?
for you.
That's right.
FNM said, we work for you.
FNMs, there he goes, there he goes. There he goes. All right, all right, all right. Level, 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 level. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up is a young lady who has worked her way up through the party. She started in the Torchbearers, started as a secretary general in the Torchbearers, moved on to the assistant secretary general in the party. She is now the deputy secretary general of the Free National Movement. Many of you know Christy Campbell. Everybody, let's give it up for Miss Christy Campbell. One of the hardest working people in this party. Christy is the niece of the former Prime Minister Hubert Ingram. And she is going to come on stage to welcome our former leader and our former Prime Minister. So let's welcome Miss Christy Campbell.
From Bay Street to the back of town corner, FNM still standing.
FNMs! Let me see those pom-poms. Y'all look so good tonight.
Keep the fire burning.
Now I'm here to talk some serious business. I'm here to talk about a little bit of history, as history has a way of reminding us what is truly important. In 1971, the foundation of the Free National Movement was formed by Bahamians who stood opposed to, and I quote, corruption, tyranny, and reckless folly. Bahamians who sought to establish good governance and to serve the best interests of our country and all its people. It was a movement built on standing up for Bahamians, a movement built on accountability, a movement built on putting country first. And when the country needed it most, FNMs in 1992, the Free National Movement delivered. Because there was a time in this country where nothing was working, when things weren't working, when accountability was missing, and when trust was low. Does that sound familiar? I can't hear y'all. Does that sound familiar? FNMs in 1992, a shift happened, similar to the shift that we are experiencing today. A new standard was set, a government that chose transparency over secrecy, accountability over comfort, and service over self. And today, y'all better pick up your phones because history is calling. Once again, Bahamians are tired. Once again, Bahamians are calling for better. And once again, that call is for transparency, accountability, good governance, and leadership that will once again put the Bahamian people and the country first. We were ready for the leadership that delivered in 1992. And in 2026, I believe we are ready for a new generation that will work for you and carry the same standard forward. Because history is not just something we remember. It is something that we repeat when we get it right. I'm going to repeat that. History is not something that we remember. It is something we repeat when we get it right. So to every FNM that holds that torch high unto your heart, and to every Bahamian that wants better for our country, we acknowledge a part of our history, a legacy of leadership, accountability, and courage that changed the course of this nation and continues to remind us what good governance looks like. FNMs, I need everyone to your feet. Let me see those pom-poms. Let me see those flags. Help me give an FNM welcome to the man who set the standard, the man who delivered change, the man whose legacy continues
Thank you.
Keep a fire burning in my soul.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you. It's good to see you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you too. F&Ms, good evening. Good evening, Bahamas. It's getting late. It's getting late. It's getting late. Ladies and gentlemen, I voted in the advance poll last Thursday as expected and as required of a former leader of this party. I voted for Michael Barnett Ellis. She is the only candidate in Killarney that's carrying the torch. Only one. So I want F&Ms in Killarney to know that she is our candidate. Any other candidate coming to you in the name of the F&M, just say, if you don't want to say it loud, say it under your breath. Depart from me. I no longer know you. Any other candidate. And if anybody comes to you in Fort Charlotte who is not Travis Robinson and tell you they are still F&M, because when I left in 2012, Sabas was F&M. So if they tell you to remember they were F&M, say to them simply, be gone. I know you're not. But take whatever they're offering. After all, they got it from you in the first place. You know, I don't know what Brave could have been thinking when he nominated Sabas as a candidate in Fort Charlotte. Because after all, you know, Sabas calls Perry Christie daddy because Perry is his daddy. Because Perry went against the will of the people of the Bahamas and made Sabas the man he is today. But Fort Charlotte, you know, we've slayed a giant in that constituency before. In 1997, we sent a young man named Shivago Lang there. At the time, Shivago had a net worth of $14,000. His opponent declared he had a net worth of $14 million. 1,000% more than him. And guess what? Fort Charlotte, send the baby to the house, and send the millionaire home. So now we got Travis. He's 31. Send Sabas home and elect Travis. You did it before. So please do it again. Michael and Travis are part of a team put together by our leader, Michael Pintard. Now, Michael is a team player. We asked him to take up the challenge to run against Perry Christie in Centerville in '97, and then again against Brave Davis in Cat Island. He did both without hesitation, putting yeoman efforts into it. He's a doer. Everywhere he's gone, most recently in Marco City, where he's getting lots of things done. That's why he won the election last time with even more votes than he did the election before. And at a time when the party was losing everywhere, Michael was going further and further and higher. He's young and he's articulate, and notwithstanding all Brave's bravado, sorry, and you all call him Philip on the stage, he has Brave and his party on the run for their lives. Now, we know the advance poll last Thursday was chaotic, reminiscent of the 1987 general election. You know, in some instances, the wrong persons were chosen to lead our electoral process. That should never have been. But we're not going to dwell on that. We've known in the past how to conduct elections fairly, orderly, and honestly. That's why the PLP could win over the UBP, and the FNM could win over the PLP, and the PLP could win over the FNM. Because we know how to conduct elections. And we know how to conduct advance polls. We've been doing it for years. While the governing party through the registration department manages the electoral process, we, the FNM, as the alternative governing party in this country, have a major part to play in ensuring that the process in which all sides are required and expected to follow and adhere to the rules. This is one of the guardrails of our democratic system. That's one of the reasons why the party with the majority of votes after the election is accepted not only by the majority, but also by the minority, those who voted against it. That's why the government that is elected is required and expected to be the government of all the people. And that's why the story appeared in the Nassau Guardian on the 5th of this month about the 5 administrators who were removed from office because they were perceived to be FNM supporters. Fair and equal treatment are required to be meted out to all citizens. We all have a right to our views without being penalized for them. We are not winner take all in this country. Contracts, employment, scholarships, business opportunity, government service, and the like must be available and enjoyed by all, not just those who voted for a governing party. That is why regularly awarded costly no-bid contracts, which are being referenced on this stage, is so nerve-wracking. After all, the taxes to pay for these contracts come from PLPs and FNMs. All of this is our money, and we rightfully demand an opportunity to benefit from its expenditure. That is why we demand accountability of all of our money. This is your money, not the PLP's money. That's why, you know, I was offended, and I am offended, that only the Tribune could publish the notice and the list of voters Because when the FNM came to office in 1992, only the Guardian could publish government notices. We thought that was unfair. So we opened it up. We gave the Tribune and the Guardian business. And for 15 years, that's how it was. At some stage, towards the end of Minister's term, he let that go to his head, and he started only giving the Guardian business too. Now the PLP is only giving business to the Tribune, because the Tribune's new owner, Eileen's son, Robert Karen, who wanted to run for the PLP, is curry favoring with them and making big money. That ain't right and it ain't fair. And we condemn it. We condemn it. I was very pleased last Thursday to see people stand up in a disorganized line. That was a good display of our democracy. We must do the same thing on the 12th of May. We want a government that is elected by a majority of the registered voters in this country. I want the FNM to get more than 50% of the votes cast. I just don't want to win the government. I want a mandate. And we want a mandate of 50% plus. For various reasons, the government we have today was only elected by 1/3 of the registered voters in this country. Now, that's not their fault. It's ours. Those who didn't vote in that election were mostly FNMs. So FNMs, wherever you are, no matter how long it takes on the line, you stand there and you vote. Put your X next to the torch. That's the only way you can get them out. Keep a fire burning in our soul. Keep a fire burning in our soul. Keep a fire burning. Now, I pray this is the last election in the Bahamas where the control of the conduct of the election is left in the hands of a government. Countries all over our region have determined long ago that conduct of elections should be in the hands of an independent, neutral commission, properly resourced and supplied with employees to do the job. We tried that 23 years ago when we passed a law in the House of Assembly to do just that. The PLP even supported us at that time. But we foolishly, I say in retrospect, put that to a referendum and you say no. Well, you were dead wrong then. Please change your mind next time, eh? We also hope this is the last election that you have to have a voter's card. I've been at many places in the world as an election observer and find very backward countries have those same cards they start giving out, biometric cards, and only in the Bahamas, in the Caribbean, even Haiti got biometric cards. Only us got to carry this piece of paper around. So I hope it's the last election. We got to carry this paper around. And so I want to commend Brave and those for introducing it. It ain't gonna be very effective in this election, but by the next election it could be very effective. And one day, I know you don't agree with me, but one day I also hope I'm around long enough when we stop having to put ink on our finger to vote. I know FNMs believe that's the only way they could win, but believe you me, that ain't the only way to win. Now, I'm also distressed by the number of foreigners found in possession of fraudulent Bahamian passports and other government-issued documents. I'm aware and concerned that the word spreads around the world that Bahamian passports may not be as safe as we believe they have been. Enhanced surveillance, scrutiny, and shadowing of our documents may result when any of us go abroad, causing delays, embarrassment, and possibly worse. I was troubled to learn that some of these people with fraudulent documents are here on work permit. I got a work permit and a Bahamian passport. I got a spousal permit and a Bahamian passport. Now, this can only be happening by the collusion of some officials and others. Such abuse cannot be excused or tolerated, and where the evidence exists, such persons ought to be punished, and the practice ought to stop. I've been very disturbed that the governing party has yet to show any outrage over this. It's outrageous. It angers me that foreigners can be waving a Bahamian passport. Now, I also hear lots of people saying, or some people saying, that the FNM and the PLP are the same. That is not true. Say it over and over again doesn't make it true either. In the limited time I have tonight, because it's late, and I'm an old man now, so I don't go to bed late, I want to remind you of a few differences. The PLP believe in state control of large segments of the economy. That's why they owned 25% of all the hotel rooms in the country, had a government monopoly on broadcasting and telecommunications, and kept 100% full ownership of the Bank of the Bahamas in 1992. We in the FNM believe in increasing opportunities for ordinary Bahamians to own shares and state enterprises in profitable businesses. That's why when we built the Paradise Island Bridge, we didn't go to the bank to borrow the money. We issued bonds and asked you to buy the bonds. And you bought the bonds, $28 million worth. And you got your interest every September and October, and September and March. I remember vividly walking down Bay Street one Christmas, and an old man, old then, like I am now, shouted out to me, "Thank you for putting my name in the central bank." I didn't immediately know what he was talking about. Then I realized he'd bought bridge bonds and was receiving his interest from the central bank of the Bahamas twice a year. We did that. We met the bridge toll at $2, you know. We built a new one, reduced the price to $1, private cars, $1, left money in the bank to repair the bridge when we got fired in 2002. The PLP came in, took the money, spent it, and when it was time to repair the bridge, had to borrow money again. That's the difference between us and the PLP. We privatized the Bank of the Bahamas and made sure that you, Bahamians, became shareholders. More than 3,200 of you are shareholders in the Bank of the Bahamas. Now, some people have borrowed money from the Bank of the Bahamas and didn't pay it back. And FNM government will make sure those who can pay will in fact pay those monies back. There must not be any cherry picking as to who pay and who don't pay. We must be different. We must be distinctly different from them. You know, we in the FNM, and continue to tell you why we're different from them. We in the FNM invited Cable Bahamas into the whole Bahamas. And we made sure that the ownership of Cable Bahamas was owned by Bahamians. 2,100 Bahamian owned shares in Cable Bahamas, with the government owning 27%. When we, the FNM, moved the cargo shipping from Bay Street to our port, we caused shares to be issued to Bahamians. Today, there are 10,000 Bahamian shareholders in the port. And we permitted civil servants to purchase shares by offering salary advances to them. We in the FNM, when the brewery wanted to go public, we required them to make shares available to Bahamians. Now 2,600 Bahamians are shareholders in that company. On the PLP watch, there was a small number who were, when they had a monopoly as a manufacturer. But we are for the many. They are for the few. When we caused the redevelopment of the port in Nassau, a wonderful port, we caused shares to be issued to Bahamians. Today, there are 3,500 ordinary Bahamians who own shares in that company. Yes, we are different, distinctly different. And when the second cellular permit was issued, as provided for by the F&M government, the PLP government then in office didn't arrange for any of the shares in the new company alive to become available for ordinary Bahamians. Instead, the government took 51% in the company, and Cable Bahamas took 49%. But thank God, 27% of Cable shares are also owned by the government of the Bahamas and the rest by Bahamians. Now, let me remind you that it was the F&M that introduced minimum wage. I hear the PLP bragging about minimum wage. They'd been in office for 25 years and there was no minimum wage. The F&M do that. I also hear them talking about the breakfast program. Yeah, the F&M did that. The F&M started that.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
Clearly, we are the party for the many. We are a party that believes in the ownership by the many. That's why we also believe that there should not be monopolies in this country like there was with telecommunications. And as there still is with electricity. We believe in competition. That's why Bahamas Air is no longer the sole scheduled carrier in the Bahamas. We have Western Air, we have Southern Air, and until recently, we had Sky Airlines. That's why we have two hard-line telephone providers, Cable and BTC. When the PLP was there, one survivor, one carrier, BTC. That's why we have two cell companies, BTC and Alive. That's why we have multiple radio stations, several television stations, and numerous providers of the internet. All of these are done by the F&M, baby. The F&M is more accountable and more transparent than the PLP. When questioned by the F&M, by the media, or by ordinary Bahamians, the PLP have taken on a haughty attitude, as if the people have no right to answer to their question. How can I take money out of the public treasury, pay millions of dollars to Shane Gibson, Dorset, the former Commissioner of Police, Simon Wilson, and all of them, and wouldn't tell you of what I do with your money? It's your money. It is your business. You are entitled to know. And so on the 12th, you make sure they make you know. Now, you know, some F&Ms are still haunted by the ghost of 1987, when an expectant F&M lost the election. And some F&Ms are still scared now that the PLP can thief this election from them. Now, I want you to know that when I say they can't thief an election from you, that means that you can protect it. We teach you how to protect the vote. We teach you, poll workers. We tell you, say, listen, there's one poll worker whose eyes must be on the presiding officer all day. I don't care what noise is being made outside, you look at the presiding officer. Only one ballot given to one person at a time. Mind your business. That's your job. I don't want no more mistake that happened down in town, Tall Pines the other day. At the end of the voting, they started to count the ballots. They weren't supposed to do that. And the F&Ms who were there, I shame you all. Don't let it happen. You had some spunk the other day. Day before yesterday, I was away. I watched you online. When you went up by the police place, when they tried to move the ballot box without talking to you. The ballot box don't move unless we all know it's being moved. And we got the manpower to do that. It's our job to protect our rights. Don't let nobody take it away from you. Now, you know, never mind their record in office, the PLP government still expects to win, you know. They believe they are entitled to win. They believe it's their things, not yours. But they're also nervous, you know. They know what's happening on the ground. Momentum has shifted. The F&M has got the momentum. We got the big move. We got the big move. Don't you dare let it go. Now, so concerned they are about this that they've resorted to spending millions of dollars to engage foreign U.S. influence peddlers. Persons like a man called Roger Stone to make their case. Interesting that they've gone back to Roger Stone, you know. He's a former partner at the lobbying firm of Blackford, Manford, and Stone, engaged by the Finland government to help them improve their image after their name was dotted up over drug trafficking in this country during the 1980s. Now, they're paying, what, $250,000 a month? Well, the 15 years that we were in office, we never paid a nickel or a dime for nobody to help with our reputation. We had a good name when we came in, and when we left with a good name. And so it's wrong to take our money to try to clear up your name. If you got a bad name, you got a bad name. Don't use my money to try to clear it up. Now, let me say a couple of things to you. Elections are not perfect. A young lady asked me in Starbucks on Sunday morning, what do I think an ideal government look like? So I started to explain it to her, and she had some other ideas, so I walked off. Because there's no such thing as an ideal government. There's no such thing as an ideal election. All elections have some challenges, some problem. It depends on how much, how many, right? Because there will always be some dead people on the register. Some people died since the election was called. Their name's still on the register. Some died a couple months ago, or a year ago, 2 years ago. Now, how many? Some names are left on the register because of incompetence. Or you might say, in some cases, deliberate. I don't know. But all I know is this. Once the register is fixed, as it has been, and we had every opportunity to go to the Parliamentary Registration Department, just like Grimes was there every day. We got to go in there every day and make sure that the names were fixed. But now we are stuck with what's on the register. So get used to it. There's nothing that can be done unless there is an election case in a case where it's a close election and the votes are counted again and again. Other than that, the registered voters that you see is what is going to happen on the 12th of May. Some names may be left off. If you have a card and your name is on the register, vote. And vote wherever they put your name. A lady called me to say she and her husband living together. They put her in Fox Hill and her husband in Elizabeth. I said, well, my dear, for the purpose of the election, one of you are living in Fox Hill and one of you are living in Elizabeth. Because the F&M won that vote. Wherever they put your name on the register, you go there and vote. You didn't put your name there. They did it. If you misplace your card and your name is on the register, vote for your passport or other ID. If your name is not on the register but you got a card, vote anyway. They'll give you a ballot. They say they ain't gonna count it, but it'll be what is called a protest vote. But it could be counted in a close election. Remember, we had some very close elections, you know. Perry Christie lost his seat by 4 votes. 4 votes. So if you are registered to vote, you vote. Don't complain and vote F&M. That's the only way. And, well, I can come to that in a minute. Just vote F&M. Life is about choices. We never have perfect choices. Your choice on May 12th is either the PLP or the F&M. Don't pay no attention to nothing else. Because at the end of the day, God willing, the government of the Bahamas is going to be either F&M or PLP. And you have to live with that. So don't be wasting your vote about this and that and the other. We are a 2-party democracy, like the U.S. and our Caribbean neighbors. And it's up to us, the voters, to choose who will govern us. Casting a vote for anybody other than the F&M or PLP will not be somebody who will be in government. As I told you in the beginning, I didn't vote for those who just promises. I vote for those who are going to work for all of you. F&Ms, don't forget, you know, no party has won a second consecutive term in office since 1997. That term ended 24 years ago. Only me and Pinland got consecutive terms. Ain't nobody else. We not only won a second term after our first term, we won more votes and more seats. We won all the seats in the Family Island except one. And then we won that one later on that year in the by-election. This means we're the only political party in the Bahamas that ever represented all constituencies in Grand Bahama and the rest of the Family Island at the same time. We have an enviable record. Every now and again, somebody tried to smudge it, but you hold it up. Understand that? You hold it up. Be proud to be F&M. You're simply the best. Now. You know, Brave is my friend. We are on different teams. So we never vote for each other. We parted a political company 39 years ago. Despite that, I had no intention of speaking against his candidacy for a second term. While I couldn't vote for him and wouldn't vote for him, I didn't intend to speak. But when I look around and see what a second term would mean, Sabas being placed on the rung of a ladder, on a potential pathway to become Prime Minister of the Bahamas, if you want to make sure Sabas can become your Prime Minister, stop him in Fort Charlotte.
Our money ain't good money. Brave, you know, you sell his soul of the nation for a number show.
If you don't stop in Fort Charlotte, you have no control over it, because only the members of the House will have to elect him. And he got the money and the means. And you got plenty of people who are dead hungry for money. So stop him in Fort Charlotte. Do to him what we did to Frankie Wilson in 97. Elect Travis, he's 31. Send Sabas back to his number business.
Our money ain't good money. Brave, you know, you sell his soul of the nation for a number show. Sabas County million FNM say no. Fort Charlotte rise, let the truth flow. Our money ain't good money. No, no, no. You can't buy peace when you...
And so, ladies and gentlemen, it is my considered view that the PLP ought to be fired. So please go and make the FNM the next government of the Bahamas next Monday, next Tuesday. So God willing, I leave for Abaco tomorrow. I'll see you here in Nassau, God willing, on Monday night with a very simple and short message. Come and hear the very simple and short message. It is in your interest to vote the PLP out. It's in the interest of your children to vote them out. Thank you and good night.
Leadership that cares. We care enough about this country that despite feeling moments of hopelessness, we bounce back every single time to stand in the gap for you. We will answer you each time. Because why? Because we work for you.
If you spent any time with my husband, you will know that he is a man of passion and purpose, a man who is principled, a man of faith, a man of action, and a man who will work hard for you. Mike has always been an advocate for the disadvantaged and people whose voices are ignored. That has never changed, never will. I have seen him in the quiet moments when there are no cameras and no applause. I've seen him working long nights when the calls are constant and the issues are complex. I've seen the discipline and resilience it takes to keep going when the weight is heavy and the road is long. In those moments, I have never seen him step back. He leans in, he listens, he plans, he works and he prays. He keeps going. Mike has been dedicated to serving his community, and he has taken that responsibility seriously. Just ask the people, the great people of Marco City. They can attest to this.
We will not stop. We will not slow down, because this country is worth fighting for. Together, let's build the Bahamas we know is possible. Let us pray for a peaceful and fair election. And may God bless you and bless the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
said he wants you to know I'm still here. He said no matter what you're going through, I know it's rougher than it's ever been for you.
FNMs, give it up for your leader. Your leader, the next Prime Minister.
He said,
Michael!
Be your rock and your solid.
Michael Benton!
Since never worry about what happens in this nation, I am the Lord of God. It's me that allows it.
Michael Benton!
Prophecies, don't you doubt it. He said, I never leave, nor will I forsake you. Take a glimpse of your past and what you've been through. I was right beside you. It's me that
Michael Benton!
In the midst of storms, my hands, they were upon you. Said, I'm hurt.
FNMs, give it up for your leader! Wave something! Give it up for your leader! Michael Benton! The next Prime Minister!
Sing on the upward way, new heights I'm gaining every day, still praying. Lord, plant my feet all around. Lord, lift me up and let me stand. Let me stand. My faith on heaven's tableland. No higher place that I have found. Let me, Lord, plant my feet all around.
No, next week. Boy, you all look good tonight. When I say FNM, you say victory. FNM? FNMs? Thank you very much, Papa. Simply the best. Good to see you, my brother.
When peace.
Good to see you.
When the way it is away with my soul. Oh, it is away.
It's good to be with you tonight. Bimini sends their love and they want to let you know that in 6 days, we'll have a new member of parliament there. Grand Bahama wants you to know in 6 days, we're going to replace a couple of people there in Pine Ridge and in West Grand Bahama. And a new member of parliament in Central. Kwesi and I want to let you know We'll be back. Tonight, on behalf of every candidate who stood in this spot before me, on behalf of every Bahamian who's had enough of this government, who've had enough of the challenges that have been created because of the neglect of this government, we've sent out an SOS. It's about saving our country, saving our sovereignty, saving it from a government that is not outraged at the misuse of our passport and passports being for sale. Saving it from a government that has put our voters' cards in foreign hands, and if they deny it, we ask you, why are you not working to stop it? To save this country from a government who's betraying our birthright. In 6 days, the Bahamas will make a decision. And tonight it is my honor to lead a team that will bring difference to governance in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. You know, I'm sure the PLP is busy once again watching tonight. You know, the Prime Minister of this country seems to love watching everything that we do. The man has been busy studying the very group he claims he's not threatened by. You know, we touched down in his constituency just a few days ago in San Salvador. We're told that the electricity has been on fairly consistently for the last several weeks. But within half an hour of us touching down in San Salvador, the power went out. When we were getting ready to speak to the people. So we say, thank God for generators. So we know what's really going on. This is a government of intimidation, a government of purchasing citizens. And when the Prime Minister is not lying through billboards or singing badly in microphones, he's spending his days talking about the FNM. I'm told that he told the folks in the country at Gladstone Road that these are serious times that require serious leaders. Well, I want you to believe he's really not one of those serious leaders that he's thinking about. For the first time in 5 years, he did say something partially that I could seriously agree with. I agree that these are serious times. But Mr. Prime Minister, nothing about you suggests that the next stage of this country's development, that you are suitably qualified to take us to the next level. In fact, you get offended, but I want to say there's very little that is brave about you. You see, a brave leader would have published the migration report that you promised at least 2 years ago. Instead, along with Keith Bell, you hid it. A brave leader would have fired Keith Bell when it was brought to the attention of the nation by a senior public servant that he was operating outside of the law. A brave leader would have answered the FNM letters about the voter register months ago. Before it became a problem, you ignored them. A brave leader would have welcomed international election observers as a vote of confidence in his own democracy. You gone on TV crying about what I said. I said what I said. A brave leader, 6 days before an election, would not be quietly trying to wipe out a $30 million debt for one of his own top campaigners. It's a shame. 30 million, how many ambulances could have bought? How many fire trucks? How much medication? We have a young lady in Grand Bahama, young Megan, who needs treatment like some of your relatives. How much could 30 million have bought for so many suffering Bahamians? You see, but this government, at this time in our history, they wish to govern by smoke and mirrors and intimidation. I don't believe he's brave enough to take us to the next level. He isn't brave enough to debate ideas about where this country should go without a script. We've challenged him Since you believe we are unprepared, we've been prepared to debate you a long time ago about the future of this country. You're not brave enough to answer reporters who keep asking you about the scandals unfolding each new headline. When a man can't run on his record, that's Philip, he runs his mouth about others. So don't be preoccupied with me. We want you to be preoccupied about the challenges of the Bahamian people and to cast a vision that would inspire our young people to return home to help build the nation that they love. And so, Mr. Prime Minister, the question really is, are you serious about this country? Well, we can answer that for you. We know you're not serious. And so I'm happy to let the Bahamian people decide tonight. Are you ready for a change? Are you ready for a new administration? Are you ready for a generational shift? After all, I just invite you to look at what has happened just these last 2 weeks. The advanced poll day, 6 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours. Persons have been in the sun, senior citizens, nurses, police officers, working Bahamians, standing and waiting for an opportunity to vote. Does that look like progress to you? A foreign national caught with 2 voters' cards for 2 different constituencies. Yet the Prime Minister and the PRD have been silent. The Minister, silent. Is this progress? A PRD employee arrested for forged voters' cards. A Foreign Affairs employee implicated in a visa scam. A man arrested with forged Bahamian passports made on an inkjet printer. Is this progress? But yet in this election, no discussion about ways of verifying any national ID. Bahamians, I believe that there comes a moment in every country when the question is no longer, what can we put up with? It becomes, what will we no longer accept? Among all of the things we should no longer accept should be Philip Davis and the Progressive Liberal Party leading this country. We should no longer accept the foolishness. Yes, we should say so long. Bye-bye. The truth is, first they were saying we didn't have a plan. And then the manifesto dropped. And then they started to shift the conversation about how many real proposals are there. Well, we know the Prime Minister wouldn't recognize a serious plan if it slapped him in the face. But we've come to share with the nation the proposals that we have put forth. And that's why we've traveled throughout all of the various islands, and we are visiting every constituency. And we'll do so right up until election. We are proud of putting forward the most detailed plan of action for the future of the country. It's easy to understand. It's focused on our future, and it is family friendly. It includes removing VAT from medicine, from school supplies, to cap fuel charges so that your light bills stop climbing even if there is a conflict internationally. We've made the point that there ought to be free public bus rides for uniformed students on weekdays. That 5,000 new homes can in fact be built over the course of the next 5 years. And if you think that's too big an idea, we say your ambitions are too low. Take the corruption out of it. Engage the private sector, and we can accomplish it. And we want to prioritize in our housing programs nurses, police officers and uniform branches, teachers, social workers, persons with disabilities who are locked out of opportunities in this country. We believe that we have to end the corruption that has gripped this country, that is causing us reputational damage. And that's why we're committed to bringing into full force the freedom of information in the first year, to ensure that the ombudsman legislation is backed by finance and staff that is qualified, so that no public servant, particularly policymakers, can believe it can be business as usual. And when it comes to protecting our borders, we have spent a great deal of time talking about Operation Shield to stop illegal migration at the border. But not just stop illegal migration, but to be more efficient and effective when there is a need to get talent from around the world on our terms to help us build this nation. We've talked about opportunities for the many, and that is why we've been committed and we are undaunted by any of the statements made by the Prime Minister that a national lottery is important to help provide resources for key areas of our development. And it will be protected by laws, and it will support youth development, education, culture, environmental improvement, monies that can make a difference in transforming the state of our affairs in our country. Any prime minister who is upset about this, but at the same time supported regularizing gaming, tells me that he has other motives for resisting something that is not in private hands but benefits the country. We've committed that we will fix our healthcare system, including the major hospitals, but also the clinics. We'll pay our nurses. So if nurses are out here tonight, just know you can trust us to pay you. During COVID, they talk about us going to release public servants when we come to government. In the midst of COVID, we didn't fire anyone. Why in heaven's name are we going to do it now? Lie them a tell. We will pay our public servants on time. The doctors who work in NHI and the laboratories, we will pay them on time. Our plan, in our view, is simple and it's crystal clear. And Mr. Prime Minister, it's serious. The point is, we need leadership that is prepared to be humble, leadership that is prepared to be honest in discharging its responsibility. You know, Papa told you many years ago that politicians ought to keep their hands out of the cookie jar. Well, Papa, I'm here to tell you tonight that the PLP done thief the cookie jar as well. I want to say all of us together, as Bahamians, we have the capacity to build this nation. We are as talented as anyone else, anywhere else in the world. And so I want to share for a moment, I want to speak to the different groups of Bahamians who are wondering what choices they should make in this general election. Some of you here tonight, you are disillusioned about becoming hopeful and investing your trust in political parties that have disappointed you over and over. I want to talk to you. Those of you that are frustrated, some of you even angry. And you look at the major parties and you think there is no difference. And just tonight, you heard an exhaustive list of what makes us different than them. I want to say to you, if you are considering a third option, I want you to know that there are only two parties that have sufficiently large base that have the ability to win the election. So a vote for an independent candidate is really a vote to increase the chance of bringing the PLP back. A vote for COI is a vote for the PLP. I'm asking you to resist the urge to go in a different direction and divide the opposition vote. We need every one of you. No matter how much money they give out, no matter how much they try to convince you that they know how you vote, no matter how much public funds they use that they should have spent when they came to power on Dorian victims, no matter what they do, I want you to stay the course and hold the line. It may require you being in lines longer than you'd like. There may be some discomfort, but the discomfort you feel on May 12th pales in comparison to the tragedy if we were to trust this government once again with the reputation of our country. I told you before that one of the reasons they're rushing, one of the reasons they're hitting the pause button on continuing to govern up to the 5 years, they're running from that Southern District of New York case. They don't know how that's going to turn out. They don't know which one of their names are going to be called. And maybe the Prime Minister's calling the election because he has a good sense of who it is. They're running from the lies they told you about how well the country is doing, yet they can't pay their bills. To many of you who are here tonight, nurses, doctors, laboratories, small home repair contractors, they won't pay the gratuity for reserve officers. They're cutting the insurance for new police officers who wish to support their dependents. The truth of the matter is, if they really had progress, they would have continued. But they have stopped because they know every day that passes, their lies are made even clearer. And so tonight, all of the candidates that spoke tonight, all of the men and women who will join me now on this stage, and the others who are in the audience, we are asking you to give us an opportunity to work with you and on your behalf. This is an assignment that's sacred to us. We do this job not because it's a stepping stone to personal empowerment. We do it because we love you. We do it because we honor the fact that you are giving us an opportunity to usher in a new nation. A nation where those of our children that are born with autism know that they have a caring government that will build the facilities that would give them an opportunity to compete in this society. We're here because we want to save the young men who are at war with each other, to let them know that you should turn to each other instead of on each other, that there's a different way to earn a living, that you are as brilliant as anyone else anywhere else in the world, and that an F&M government will create more opportunities for you to thrive the right way. That your children who are off in school, they'd want to return home because they believe there is no glass ceiling for them. That it's not really just about who you know, that what you know matters. And so tonight, these men and women, we work for you. We know who our bosses are. We wish to serve you. And we wish to retire those that have betrayed your trust. We love you tonight. We thank God for this country. Our SOS is about saving it, not hating anybody else. Saving this country. This is why we fight. We fight for the junkanowers who have been bullied. We fight for the teachers who still have to spend their money to decorate their class. We fight for the nurses who wish to help heal us but are in somebody else's country because the working conditions are bad, the salary is too low, the retention bonus is not what it should be. We are fighting for you, and with God's grace and your support, we will work for you. God bless you. We love you. Marco City, I love you. Thank you for this rare opportunity to serve you.
And I'm seeing your tears. My God said He wants you to know I'm still here. He said no matter what you're going through, I know it's rougher than it's ever been for you. My God said He wants you to know I'm still here.
Let's go. Wow. Let us pray. Our Father and our God, we thank you and we praise you. We bless you and we honor you for all that was said and done here tonight. Father, we ask, oh God, that you will continue to cover this leader and his team. Your word declare many were called, but few were chosen. And we thank you for this great team that you have chosen to lead this Commonwealth of the Bahamas after May 12th. Father, we give you glory and honor as we leave this place. And we'll be careful to give you all the praise, the honor, and the glory that is due unto your name. Now, Father God, as we leave this place, we pray, mighty God, that you will take us home safely in the name of Jesus Christ. We thank you for your protection. We decree and we declare your divine righteousness in the mighty name of Jesus. Rule in peace, rule in joy, rule in power. Let your kingdom come tonight. In the mighty name of Jesus we pray. And all of God's people say, amen.
a serious fella, man. Don't sleep on them.
F&M!
Don't sleep on this boy.
Ain't time to go yet, the party just start. It's your boy Bimini Trey, y'all make some noise. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Brand new phone, can't find that. Time now, I just buy that. Oh Lord, brand new television, new Jordans, go missing. This way they sell my things. Cash me gold, got on my chain. Lead things, try them, that's the loss. 18th the Lord off the cross. My gal can't find a ring. But don't lie, but no you king. He just come out of jail last weekend. But he'd have been all over me, yeah. Now wait it. Not 3 lines. Hey, make the punch like 15 times. No draw me, Robin said. Did you get for nothing with the big